it on my own. Stacking all these commas, get it how you want. I don't really fuck with you, moving all alone. Fuckin' with my money, leave your name on a tombstone. I done did it on my own. That's a fact. That's where my money getting long. Don't even cap, they hate to see a nigga on. We the best. Got 'em singing on my song.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kingfin TV, and we plugged into another video. Yeah. Hey man, we got an animation video. My boy, why shouldn't you steal from your mom? Animation story. Yo, it'll wait. I'm just about to get straight into it and see what the fuss about. Let him tell his story on how he stole from his mom. You heard? So let's get right into it, my guys. Let's get right into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, hottest Kedar Richardson. If I open this trunk and I see even one thing missing from that bag, I promise you I'm going to. But before she can even finish her sentence, a cop car pulls up next to the car, looks at my mom through the window. This took place on Halloween. I was maybe 13 years old. My brothers and I were getting into our costumes. Now, in reality, we were dressed up as ninjas, but that would look boring, so we get decked out, and as we're heading out the doors, my mom stops us and tells us that we were actually going to be doing our trick-or-treating at the mall. Yep, we were about as confused as you are. Apparently, the mall was doing this thing where kids could go store to store collecting candy so they didn't have to go out unsupervised at night. And my overprotective mother was very much a fan of that idea. She was not okay with us leaving the house, which I would understand why if we didn't live in the suburbs. Like, we were in a gated white community, bro. I'm talking leave your door unlocked safe. We aren't getting jumped here. I don't think Ashley from down the street is doing drive-bys in her Kia Soul. And we were big. Like, my brothers and I have always been very tall for our age. People cross the street to get away from us. Honestly, we could go outside and nothing would happen. Nigga think he bulletproof. So needless to say, I was not trying to go to the mall to get my candy. I get it out the mud. I wanted to trick or treat in the slums like the grown man I was. You're dressed like a glizzy in the suburbs. Oh, this is what I think she is. So I clench my fist, put my foot down, look my black mom in the eyes and tell her, Mom, huh? I'm not going to the mall. What'd you just say to me? I said, I'm not. Okay, you guys, have fun. I'm gonna do some shopping. Stay safe. Johannes?
It's always an ad.
No, we ended up.
Have you guys heard of Opera GX browser?
Nobody cared.
Probably.
Dang.
Opera GX browser is one of the world's first
going to the mall. We're in the shopping center, going store by store, getting candy, and we actually got a pretty solid turnout. 3 full bags of candy. We all grab one piece, combine the rest in a trash bag. I call dibs on the Reese's cups, and we call it a day. Mission accomplished. We get in the car, and as the oldest and tallest amongst my siblings, I always sat in the backmost seat of any car we had, simply because I like to sit sideways for maximum legroom. I'm chilling eating my candy, and out of the corner of my eye, I peep the trash bag with all of our candy just sitting there, within arm's reach, unopened. And this bag was just looking oh so heavy, and I knew my poor mother would have to carry it inside, so I thought to myself, you know what? I might as well take one for the team and lighten the load a bit. Before I go, I do some quick recon. My brother slumped. My mom paying attention. I reach behind my seat and quietly grab a handful of candy, but then it dawns on me. I'm no longer eating the bit of candy I set aside for myself. I'm now selfishly stealing candy from everyone. Did I care? Short answer, no.
I got a story. Alright, so I don't know how old I was, but yo, I had just had surgery, and was it Easter? It was Easter. And me and my sister, it was my twin sister and then my older sister. And when I came home, I couldn't walk. So I had got my candy because I had surgery and all that. They already had that candy. They was eating that candy and all that. So tell me why they had the bright idea while I'm a little drugged up to be like, oh snap, you got all this candy, blah, 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 blah. And then they got the nerve to be like, you want to mix our candy boxes together? And my dumb ass gonna mix our candy boxes together. And they started taking all my good candy. They got one up on me. I was tight. My mom like, why y'all do your brother like that? I was tight. Like, they ate all my good candy. And they knew what they was doing. They some ops. Yo, they knew what they was doing. Alright, I'm gonna just get over that story, but I was tight. I ain't gonna cap.
Answer, no. I start going to town, man. Reese's Cups, check. Jolly Ranchers, give me that. Tootsie Rolls, take that back. This was a long car ride, and I'm like 3 handfuls into this bag, but I think my mom senses that I'm being a little too quiet. She glances at me through the rearview mirror and calls my name. Johannes, what are you doing back there? Nothing. Now this right here is where I crossed the line of not only stealing, but also lying. I'm positive my mom knew I was eating the candy. She just wanted to see if I thought she was stupid, and apparently I did. She looks back at the road and I continue eating. Duh, I mean, there's a bag full of candy next to me. I'm a kid. I continue to eat, and I am just going through it, man. I was in that backseat living my best life, but the occasional glances I kept getting from my mom are becoming more and more frequent until... Johannes! Yeah? Are you eating that candy? Now, this is a direct question, with the first one that... Nothing could have been miscellaneous, but this is a yes or no question about the candy. I tell her, of course not, and that I'm just playing with the wrapper. Give it to me, give it to me. I give her the wrapper, she turns around and keeps driving. And I keep eating. But now I have to do it quietly because my only excuse is gone, so I'm only going for the easy to open things, but no cap. You don't realize how loud doing things are until you try to do them quietly, so I'm doing my thing silently. And it's going well, but I get a little adventurous and go for a Smarties. Why? Because I'm a dummy. I take a deep breath. Focus.
All these ads.
Dump it in my hand, but then...
Damn. I get you trying to make money, but damn.
Money to save you hundreds of dollars this year and thousands
Mr.
of dollars.
Beast, I've been with you, but yo, I don't want to see this.
This is 3,000.
The car hits a bump and I instinctively grab the seat to catch myself, but I realize I also clenched the wrapper. The noise resonates throughout the car, and my mom takes both hands off the wheel while driving 60 miles an hour. Mind you, she fully turns towards me with death in her eyes and yells, "Johannes Kedar Richardson, if I open this trunk and I see even one thing missing from that bag, I promise you I'm going to." But before she can even finish her sentence, a cop car pulls up next to the car, looks at my mom through the window, and she stops, turns around, and keeps driving. Calmly. She then...
Oh, you
in
know
a
it's on.
completely normal voice says, "Johannes, I'm not going to ask you again. Are you eating the candy? This is my last chance."
He lied
I
at
realize
his-
the
at
jig
his
is
ass.
up. I wipe my sweat, get my composure. I know what I have to do. So I look up and say, "No, what candy?" She chuckles menacingly and keeps driving. And I keep eating. But I have a plan for when she checks the
Dude,
trunk.
that's stupid.
We get home and without a word, my mom immediately grabs my ear and goes to the trunk. She opens the trunk and sees the bag and yo, this job was more than halfway empty, bro. Even I was shocked by the sheer amount of candy that I ate. She looks at me, still calm, mind you, and asks, "Johannes, where's the candy?" And this is where my carefully thought out, impenetrable master plan begins. I say, I don't know. Freaking genius. Oh, really? Let me see your pockets. She didn't realize I prepared for this question, too. Oh, Mom. I look at her and say, I don't have any pockets. Ow.
Damn.
Did she just... That
Yeah.
was not part of the plan. Let
It'd
me
be,
see your pockets.
It'd be like
Let me
that.
try this again. But Mom, I don't... Oh, those pockets. Oh, my bad. I reluctantly reach down in my pockets and grab 2 handfuls of empty wrappers. Johannes, why would you lie to me? I can't believe... And before she even finishes her sentence, I reach down and grab 2 more handfuls of empty wrappers. Her face drops. I'm calling your father, and you and him can talk about this. Ouch. couch. And I just can't believe you do this. Like, how could you? The rant continues, and I'm just looking stone-faced. My cheek hurts, and I'm just taking this verbal onslaught from my mom with nothing to say for myself until I'm taking your stuff. You will definitely not be eating any more candy for a very long... And you... Oh, do you have something to say? Well, actually, I called dibs on the Reese. I don't think there's a moral to this one. I'm just not smarty. I'm a dummy.
Yo, my boy, Yoyo 808, keep doing your thing. But one thing I want to tell y'all is, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hold up. Subscribe. Why you ain't subscribed yet? Get your boy to 1,100 subscribers. And it's your boy Kimmy TV. I'm plugging out. Shit.
I done did it on my own.